Hey there, welcome back or welcome to My Feathered Nest. So in today's video, we are going to be putting together a Thanksgiving tablescape. I am going to be using all items that I either have had or items that I have thrifted. In other words, extremely budget friendly, but I want to give you a wow factor and I want you to be able to slightly use this maybe to duplicate it in your own way, adding your own touches so that you can wow your family for Thanksgiving. And so if you are interested in seeing how I put together a super awesome, fun, budget-friendly, wow factor Thanksgiving tablescape, then stay tuned. Okay guys, so I have not like, it's not like I've mapped this tablescape out or anything like that. I am actually going to be doing this with you on film. And so I'm gonna kind of bring you in on the process that I go about when it comes to creating either a tablescape or a vignette or just a whole entire room. So I usually have, I either will have an inspirational piece already that I want to kind of work the area around, or I always hit up good old faithful, and that is Pinterest. And so I did today for, this Thanksgiving, I do have a couple pieces that are going to be my inspiration pieces. I'm not going to be doing any color changes here in the dining room for Thanksgiving. It's already decorated. If you haven't seen my fall home tour, then go and check that video out and you will see what the whole entire dining room looks like, all spruced up for fall. The color scheme in this room, which you will see, is blues and greens, and for fall I did incorporate some browns in here as well as some kind of like a rusty orange. Let me go ahead, let's get started by showing you guys some of the pieces. I went out to the barn yesterday and I kind of rummaged around out there collecting pieces that I thought that I would use. And so let me show you what I've got. One of my big challenges for this tablescape is going to make sure that I tone down on my maximalism. If you guys know me at all, you know I love big and bold and beautiful. That's my soap opera. But anyway, seriously, there have been times where I have set a table and my guests, my family, we are like dodging and weaving to like talk to each other across the table. And so that's no good. You definitely want to make sure that conversation is able to happen freely between the guests all around the table. So that's kind of a big no-no. That's going to be a challenge for me. As well as there have been, so I've got to, of course, maintain a good height, as well as sometimes I want to just overflow with my centerpiece and I don't create a whole lot of room for the actual place settings. So those are two big challenges for me. I'm a maximalist, go big or go home, but I gotta tone it down. I gotta tone it down. So we'll see what I can do with that. So I have not shared this with you guys because this was probably bought during the year that I was away from YouTube, but I found this beautiful set of plates. It's the Myatt's, I guess I'm saying that right, bouquet made in Staffordshire, England. It's absolutely gorgeous. I know I've got my light ring on right now because it is extremely rainy and dreary out today, you guys. It is just like really wintry looking. It's a little bit cold, just really wintry looking today and rainy. So anyway, so if you can see the beautiful colors, it's got, the blues, the greens, the yellows, the browns, and then it has, I don't know what color you would really call it. It's definitely not red. It's not quite maroon, but it is kind of like a rosy color. But I love these so much. So it came with 7 of these big plates, 8 of these plates. I'm wanting to call these like the dessert plates. I'm not sure if I'm right about that or not, but they're bigger than just the little saucer plate. So there's these. I did get these little like, I don't know what these are, little ramekin, small type of bowls. Anyway, the plates, the dessert plates, and the little ramekin bowls, I ended up getting for $14.25 for the whole set a while ago. I love Love the colors of these. I hate that I don't have a complete, like, I always like to have a service of 8. However, I'll take what I can get, and I actually like to mix and match anyway, so it's fine. I'm going to also be using, so I have a set of these. This is the Hunter. This is by Franciscan, made in Staffordshire, England. Had that upside down, sorry. I love these as well. And you can see the colors are similar to the floral pattern plates that I just showed you. You can see you've got the blues, the greens, the yellows, and in the Hunter's jacket, it's like that rosy, maroony type of color as well. So I think these will pair really cute together. I've got, I guess these are like dessert plates again. I've got bigger bowls, like a salad bowl, I'm assuming. Soup bowl. And I do have a set of the actual saucers and the teacups that I just showed you. And so I love these. These are another one of my favorites. My mother-in-law, who is also an absolutely wonderful thrift store shopper, she just finds all kinds of wonderful things. She sells things in an eBay store, or I don't know if it's actually a store, but she sells things on eBay. She also, of course, collects things for herself, but if you see in the background, I've got that lamp right there. I don't know what the problem is, but it keeps going on and off, so I'm gonna have to go shut that off. She gave me these, and I love them. I don't have any of the dinner plates. This is all I have, and I would love to have some dinner plates in these. Love them. So, but like I said, I like to mix and match, so don't be afraid to do that. Find complementing colors. So, that's what I'm going to be using as my dishes. Now, I'm super excited too, because look what else I have. If you've been watching my channel, especially recently, I shared with you that my sweet mama passed away this year, back in March. I put a video out that was like titled like Cancer Sucks. And so if you're interested in knowing anything about my story, then I, would invite you to go and watch that video. I explain everything or whatever. But anyway, so I am so thankful that I am able to have my sweet mom's little items that she had. She was a wonderful decorator. I really feel like I was not only given the talent to decorate by, of course, God, but also I was able to, my mom passed that gene, I guess, down to me, and so I'm thankful for that. But she had a set of gold utensils, and I'm so excited to use these this year. Look how pretty they are. So you can see I've got a service for 8. See, mama knows best. So I'm going to be using this on the Tablescape this year. I'm really excited to use these. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. They're pretty heavy, so I think they're a good quality. Just really, really pretty. If you can see any of the detailing in them. So pretty, so thankful. And so we're gonna be using them. I also have something else I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using my green linen napkins this year. I have plenty of them, and I kind of was playing a little bit around with the actual place setting, and you'll see why I'm going to need to use these when I show you. So as far as what else I've kind of gathered just initially is, so anyway, I picked up 2 of these beautiful, very pretty heavy brass candlesticks. I got them for, there's 2 of them. It says $12.50 for the pair. So I'm not sure though if I paid $12.50 for them or if I was able to get them half price on that day. But anyway, between $6.25 and $12.50 is what I paid for the pair. So I just think they're really pretty. I have not used them anywhere yet. So I do have this tablecloth right here. Let me see if I can get you a close up because you can see how pretty it is. It is so beautiful. This was my mom's, and I forgot that I had it. But it is so pretty. I love that turkey, and it's like a vintage tablecloth. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. The turkey is gorgeous on it. The only thing about using this tablecloth is, as you can see, there is no blue color in it. I've got the green, I've got kind of like, obviously the rust orange and the browns, there's no problem there. And I've got a darker green, and some of the greens are a little bit lighter. So I'm just not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and place it on. I'm gonna probably set the whole table, I think, with this on here to see if I can make it work. Okay, so I kind of ironed the tablecloth, and no, it is definitely not perfect. But anyway, so I may have to take it off and maybe put it in my steam refresh in my dryer, but for the most part, it's decent. So I decided to go ahead and place this. I have this centerpiece thing here. You can see it's got the Christmas greenery on it, and it's got places for 3 candles. So it's okay though. I know it looks Christmassy, but I think that we can do something with this, change it out to make it look fall. We can kind of hide a lot of that evergreen look. Before we go ahead and move on to the centerpiece, usually, like I said, I'll do that first, but at least I've got a base here. I'm gonna go ahead and set the place settings because number one, that will give me some more inspiration to complete the centerpiece, but also I wanna see if I like this tablecloth and so on. So let's get to that. I have these gold chargers. They are nothing fancy. I don't even know where they're from. They're really old. They're either from Hobby Lobby or even Dollar Tree. Okay, next we're going to be using these bouquet plates that I showed you. Yes, the sticker is still on there. I understand that. However, because I'm still a week away from Thanksgiving, I'm going to get this all set, take my pictures, remember it, and then I'm going to be washing everything. Okay, next we're going to be placing these napkins. What I'm going to be placing on next is the smaller hunter plates. However, because these were given to me by my mother-in-law and she found them at the thrift store, I don't have a complete set. I don't have the numbers that I need, but that's okay. I'm going to do a little mixing and matching, and I'm going to play around with that right now. So I have a couple of these plates. These are just the bouquet again, and they are similar in size. So I'm thinking instead of, I'm not sure yet. Maybe I should go hunter, bouquet, hunter, bouquet, hunter, bouquet. We're gonna see. I am going to be using the bowls. I do have 6 of these. Different that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and use the hunter saucers, and I'm going to place them over here on the left-hand side. I'll probably have to Google this later to make sure that this is okay for placement, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to go ahead and place the little teacup coffee cups right here. Now, one thing that I thought would be really neat is my family is not all going to drink hot coffee, as well as the fact that even if we do, it's going to come way later on, like after Thanksgiving dinner is way past. So I thought it might be nice to actually use these little cups and saucers as individual gravy bowls. So I do have plenty of gravy boats, and I'm sure I could find one that would look good over on the buffet with all the other food. But you know, I don't know if you're anything like me, but you love to continue to add some gravy, especially to the turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes. And so I thought it might be kind of neat to have your own individual turkey bowl. So that's gonna be my plan for the teacups. Be unconventional. Do not put yourself in a box, people. You can do things different. It's okay. So we're gonna place those around now. Okay, so here's another little glitch in my plan. I realized as I was getting ready to place all of the saucers that I only have 5 of them. I love mixing and matching, like I said, but sometimes I wish I had so many more things. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix and match again, and I've got these bouquet little tiny bowls, and so I'm gonna just bounce back. I'm going to use 1 hunter, 1 bouquet, just like I did with these smaller plates. But I'm gonna make sure that I try and mix and match it within the plate setting as well. So if I've used a hunter plate, I'm going to be using a bouquet for my little cup. And then if over here, I've used the bouquet small plate, so I'm going to be using the hunter saucer. Okay, something else that I wanted to show you that I'm going to be using is, let's talk about what we're going to be drinking with. So I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I'm about to set this table way more fancy than my family is going to be used to, because we are going to set it with 3 really pretty, like, different style of glasses. And so we are not going to use all of these, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll probably maybe use 2 of them. 1 for probably some ice water, and number 2, we typically always buy that Welch's sparkling grape juice. We absolutely love it, so we'll use 1 for that as well. The 3rd one is just going to kind of be there for looks, because like I told you, if I have something, I like to use it. I'm trying to cut down on the maximalism, but I just think it's gonna look so pretty. And I've always seen table settings that have like the 3 different size, glasses, and I just think it's so elegant and so pretty. But what's really neat about these is, remember, like I said, everything is going to be very budget friendly. Some of it's stuff I've had, some of it's stuff from the thrift store, so on and so forth. These, I think actually all of the glasses that I'm going to be using were gifted to me by my beautiful friend Deborah, who has a channel here on YouTube called The Painted South. She is so pretty. I love her style. Anyway, if you don't, I'm sure most of you are already subscribed to her, but if you're not, make sure that you go and make sure that you check her channel out, subscribe to her, give her a like, tell her I sent you her way. If you're not already subscribed to her, I'm sure most of you are. But anyway, she actually used to live like 5 minutes down the road from me, and she moved. She's still in South Carolina, but she did move, which was kind of a bummer. But I'm happy for her at the same time. But anyway, before she moved, she was getting rid of a lot of her stuff, and she gifted me some dishes because she knows that I love dishes. So Deborah, if you are watching this, we will be thinking about you at Thanksgiving, because we're going to be using all of the cups that you gave to me, or glasses, I should say. So this is what we're going to be using. We're going to be using these beautiful green goblets, I guess. Anyway, they are so pretty. Look, if you can see, look at that really pretty green color. So it's going to be pulling some more of those colors that I'm using and incorporating in this whole room, as well as on the tablescape up. So we're going to be using these. And then we're going to be using these really pretty, fun blue cups. These are probably the ones that are going to be here for looks only. I'm not sure what officially this size glass is called. I don't know, is it called like a sherry glass? I have no idea, but it's super pretty, and I love that color. It's that blue. And then for our sparkling grape juice, we're going to be using a little bit of a variety of some really pretty clear wine glasses. She did give me several. She is, by the way, also another thrifter. She finds a lot of good finds as well. But when she gave me these, she didn't have like complete sets. So I'm going to be kind of mixing and matching the taller. I have plenty of these and plenty of the blue ones, but I'll have to mix and match a little bit on the taller wine glasses. So let's get those on the table setting. I'm gonna try and make a triangle. I'm not sure if this is official, you guys. Don't come at me. I'm not here to be policed by any table setting expert. This is just how I like it. I'm trying to go within the rules, I guess. Maybe I'll have to look it up and just make sure that I'm correct. But I think that looks really pretty. It's like I've got a triangle. I've got the smallest one, then the next size up, and then the wine glass on the end. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to be placing the silverware. I went ahead and placed it all around, and I did look it up just to make sure that I was getting this correct. So I looked up on Pinterest a proper place setting for a formal dinner. And so this is how it goes. So the butter knife here, and let's see, the smaller spoon, I can't remember, I don't know what spoon this was actually called. One of them is a soup spoon, and I'm assuming it's this bigger one maybe, I'm not sure. But it goes the butter knife, the smaller spoon, the bigger spoon. And then over on the left side, your dinner fork comes first, and then your salad fork. So the bigger fork and then the smaller fork. So I think that about wraps it up for our actual place settings. So I'm kind of excited because typically when I do table settings, like I said, everything seems to be about the centerpiece for me. I like elaborate on the centerpiece and then I build out. Well, this time I kind of switched things up a little bit, and I decided to really focus on setting a very, very elegant, fancy place setting. But what I love about it is it's mix and match, and it's thrifted. And I'm going to be honest with you, I am actually fine with this tablecloth. I think it just adds a little bit more of color. It kind of brings forth some of the rust oranges that I have going on in the remainder of the room. So I'm definitely going to be using this for Thanksgiving. I'm liking it. And I'm fine with the fact that there's no blue in it. I think it's just all, working together nicely anyway. I think I am going to be using blue candles in my candle holders because I, first of all, have them. Second of all, it'll incorporate some more blue. So we're going to be working on that next. So already we're going to have 3 candles right here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just actually put these on the end, just like so. So I did pull these a couple of pieces from another floral arrangement I had actually in here on top of the hutch. But I wanted to make sure, because I'm using these types of leaves on the fireplace mantle as well as some other floral arrangements in here, I wanted to make sure that I incorporated those onto the table setting as well. I am not trying to completely cover up this greenery because they're evergreens. It's Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. But I just want to make sure it doesn't look just so Christmassy, These are just, I had these, but I do believe these are actually from Dollar Tree. Yep. I like that they've got pine cones and they've got some orange to tie in with the tablecloth. Okay, so got a couple leaves. What's a fall tablescape without some leaves? Okay, so I think I'm just about done. This tablescape, it is a lot, and there's a lot going on. But what I did different this year than I've ever done before is, like I said, I made the place settings themselves kind of, I don't want to say the centerpiece because the whole table is just working together, but I really put a lot of emphasis on the table settings this time. Like I said, I usually typically put more of my emphasis on the centerpiece, not so much this time. The centerpiece was extremely easy to create. So if you've got Christmas pieces, even if you've got a greenery swag or a piece of a greenery garland. Use something like that and just twist it, and then place candles, candlesticks kind of into it, and then come back with some fall floral picks and plug and play, just like I did with this one. I just happened to have a base that already had the 3 candlesticks attached to it, which I'm not really sure where I got that, to be honest with you, but I'm sure you can find something like it at Hobby Lobby or someplace like that if you're looking for something specifically like that. So what is a table though? I just feel like we're still missing a little something. So I feel like we need a couple more, something small. This is the time where I wish I had a bunch of really cute vintage. I want like old salt and pepper shakers, but like fall. Like I want turkeys. I do have a set of turkeys. They're not antiques, but I do like them, so I might go grab them. But I just think a couple little random things to maybe just kind of place around, just to add just a little bit of touch of whimsy. So let me get back with you. When I come back, the table is going to be completely set. I'm going to go ahead and dim the lights in here, and I'm going to light the candles so you can see what it would look like if you were a guest at my farmhouse this Thanksgiving. So I will be right back with you with the finality.